to the Unpacked podcast, where we are unpacking the realities in today's public schools. I am Micki O'Neil, your host, and today I have Michel McDonald with me. Michael, could you introduce yourself to our listeners, please?
Yeah, Michael McDonald, Director of Transition Programming here at Ingham ISD.
Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Could you talk about transition programs? Just kind of give a little overview of what they are, and then we'll dig a little deeper into Project Search, one of the programs that's offered by Ingham ISD.
So, transition programs are programs post high school that 18 to 26. Michigan, we educate till 26 if you don't get a diploma, or can. It's not mandatory, but it's an option. And it's work skills, life skills, community experiences, all that kind of thing. Project Search is a little bit of it's kind of our high-end transition program. We do have occasionally kids that have diplomas where school districts will defer the diploma for a year. Kid will come out because they'd be like, this kid really needs to get out in the community, he needs to get experiences. He knows how to do the books, but he
needs that social interaction.
Gotcha. And we're worried that if we put him at a work site at 18 without that, he's gonna struggle.
Okay.
So
it's kind of a little gap to help get him to the next the next part of their journey.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, talk a little bit about Project Search and the unique type of program that is, because it's a one-year program.
Yep.
And we've got partners that are working on that with us. So talk a little bit about Project Search and how kids, once they get into the program, what they learn.
Yeah. So Project Search it's an international program that they have them in Iceland, England, all over the place, all over the United States. And it started down in Cincinnati at a children's hospital down there. And essentially the program works with a business partner. Our business partner is Michigan State University. And it works with an outside agency. Ours is Michigan Rehabilitation Services, to support students for a year to get them to be meaningfully employed, just like their peers at the end of the program. It is a pretty intense boom, 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 because it's 1 year. Some kids have gone through some of our other transition programs and have, had multiple years of training through the other transition programs. And some kids, this is their first experience, but we do feel that, due to their skill levels, that they would be able to do it 1 year. The intent is for them to, at the end, to be meaningfully employed and go from there.
That's great. So we look at where the students are and we make some assessments based on their past experiences to place them in a program like this that would help them get to the next phase of their life and be as independent as possible.
And they essentially get three different, we call them internships, 3 different internship experiences out at MSU. Sometimes it's things like the cafeteria or the snack shops or the thing. We also have them out at the MSU has a massive laundry facility.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
Massive for all the Kellogg Center stuff and all the uniforms at the every place that there's uniforms. There's tons of laundry there to do. So we do it out there. There's custodial throughout campus, everywhere to work. We've had students we do try to find things that interest the students. We had a girl who was very into Broadway and musicals. And,
oh, nice.
And she did an internship at Wharton.
Oh, fantastic.
And we had a kid who wanted to be in more of the construction field, and he actually was with the roofers, and he'd get up on the roof and do all the stuff up there.
That's
which
cool.
Was insane.
Yeah.
We've had no other takers on that one. So, because they put him in the cherry picker and the whole thing.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So, but yeah, so they get these 3 different experiences. Oftentimes, one of those experiences, the Michigan State, the supervisor, because we don't babysit them. We coach them through it, but we don't have an adult that sits there with them the whole time. Their supervisor is their supervisor. And oftentimes, if they do a good job, their supervisor will be like, I really want to hire that kid. Please, help put me in a situation where we can do that. So
that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I know that many of our students get employed right after graduating from this program or completing this program. Do you know what the percentage is?
I think nationally, It's 75 to 90%. We're usually, so they do a national conference every year and they give out an award
Okay.
for whatever everybody gets. I think we've gotten 80 to 100 the 4 years I've been here.
Okay. All right. So 80% to 100% placement.
And you're talking about essentially 10 kids. That means 8 to 10 of them are getting jobs right after and keeping those jobs for a long time. So
That's fantastic because these programs that we offer are so meaningful to the kids. I just love to see them, step into the next phase.
100%. And employment rates for students with disabilities without programs like this are in the 40s, 50s. So it's really low. So it's a pretty big deal.
Okay, that's great. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share about Project Search or anything that's happening with our transition programs right now, or any experiences you'd like to share with the audience?
I'm trying to think. Project Search, every year we're looking to get new kids to come in. We don't have enough from our programs to feed and fill the classrooms, so we work really closely with our locals. We've built a lot of relationships with our locals to get that in, but a lot of it is oftentimes parents just saying, hey, I heard about this. Can you tell me? And then they come in and talk to us, and we get with their local, director and then come up with a plan for, is this a good plan for this kid? So if anybody out there knows anybody or thinks of anybody that they think would be, a student that would need a little support to become employed and could use something like this, reach out.
Wonderful. Well, they can reach out to us at www.inghamisd.org and find out your contact information on the
100%.
website. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. I appreciate it. And listeners, thank you for helping us unpack stories and realities in today's public schools. And we'll be back next time.